Wait. Okay, good evening, everyone. If you are looking at watching the video, yes, today we have quite a few things to discuss. I know, Gerald, you're not in, but then again, I saw your homework already. Okay, I think your homework is here. Let me check. Where is your homework, Gerald? Yes. You got the sentence constructions, if I'm not mistaken, here. Okay, let's check again now, just to make sure you are there. Let me see. Somebody reply me. Oh, you say you will be late now. 放学晚 Still got class, man? You still got class,
Who? Han-Ling?
You can don't mute already. You can just leave it. The teacher, my colleague say got class. Okay, Gerald, this is your homework. Thank you. You're using those magic words to form the sentences. I will not go through it until next week. You come back, then we go through this homework. Okay, so I got a bit more time to. Meanwhile, if you are watching this video, Gerald, continue to write the sentences. Just the first one. Greatly, similes, all these are the words, right? So Michael Jordan is greatly believed to be the best of basketball. Then can you write a bit more longer, a few more words inside, 12 to 15 words, Gerald. Unfortunately, not everyone will be adept at a particular sports, regardless of their ages or something like that, but too short, okay, the sentence. The move from Manchester United to what is AL? Al Nasser could ever steal a Christian public image and career. Okay, fine, that's 12 to 15 words. I haven't really looked through your grammar yet. As a result of their debt, who's that? Barca had to let their top scholar and superstar, yeah. So this is a bad thing. This one we can discuss in the next round, okay? Okay, so let's go back to this one here. So yeah, welcome back, TNU, from your holidays. Okay, so we have this very good example here. That is the homework, right? So we have this one here. Let me read mine because I formed into an introduction. So is Gerald, and later we'll talk about yours as well. Okay, right, so let me start first. Football in Brazil. Okay, sports. We are talking about sport and poverty, right? Can you correct now? Sport and poverty. Yeah, so okay, let me make it. I think no need to make it big. This is only two of us here. So Pelé is where Naco Van Buren, a psychiatrist by trade, came to Brazil in 1987, aiming to live up. Okay, so we are talking about not Pelé, another group of person. Okay. Okay, so what happened is that we are talking about Pelé in the football, but this is another person, a psychiatrist by trade, came to Brazil in 1987, aiming to lead children away from poverty and organized crime. So very sad. Since founding the IBISS, the Brazilian Institute for Innovation and Social Health Care, about 20 years, he has helped over 4,000 children. It's still not enough, it's still a small figure, in 68 different provinces and communities. Van Buren is using football to change the cultures of violence in this which while also directly increasing school attendance and homicide rates in certain areas. So what is the effect? The effect is with football, it leaves them, the children in Brazil, the poverty. Okay, and what happened? Out in the way of poverty. The impact will be a better future tomorrow and for future generations. Okay, so Gerald, let me read yours. So football is Brazil. Neymar has served, and several other Brazilians footballers such as Alisson and Daniel Alves. Okay, there's capital A. Okay. Had teamed up to help the poverty cases in Brazil. Very good. They had donated about 2.5 million during the COVID-19 pandemic. That's damn a lot to aid the poor by providing food and sanitary products for the poor living in Brazil. So you can use this. Okay, all these what do you call this? Away from poverty, away from hardship, away from suffering. excuse me. Excuse me. All right. So what happened is that they provide all these things to help them to away from the poverties as well as able them to have a better future. So a person checks on Chinese towns, okay, that's called because the effect is with football, the people are provided a chance at lifting themselves out of poverty and also helping others out of poverty once they are able to. So this guy out of poverty cycle, a vicious cycle. So when he came out from this cycle, if he's doing well or if she's doing well, then he can help others as well, right? So that impact will go on as the impact is this would provide a better world and nobody would rely on others for the survival but earn their own money. So they are able to EKE a living. They are able to make a living of their own. They are able to no need to call别人. They are able to be more independent of their livelihood. They are more achievable of their goals and objectives, not just through sport. Like just one of them sport is a way to help. Okay, to earn a better living. Now, Tian Yu, your turn, please.
Football. Huh? Oh, yeah. Chris. So do I have to read my... Okay, yeah.
Yes,
Football, Portugal, Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro, also known as one of the greatest of all time GOAT players in football history, have a sad story that not many people know about. Cristiano Ronaldo's family weren't rich, and he experienced extreme poverty in his childhood. Knowing his childhood being very poor, he didn't want to let others feel the same. Ronaldo once donated $83,000 to pay for a child brain surgery and used $165 to fund a Portuguese cancer center, among a laundry list of good guys gesture. Cena made it to No. 2 for his involvement.
Make it number two.
Make it to number 2 for his involvement. I think at the back is no need, so I think it stop at gesture.
Okay, get up.
Oh wait, there we go. The effect with football. It may provide people a chance to get themselves out of poverty by playing football, similar to Ronaldo. As the impact is this will.
And this will impact.
This will impact the current generation to realize that they will definitely need to be independent and rely on themselves instead of others to make a living for themselves.
Yeah, you see, this is some things like you see Ronaldo. I think if everyone will be okay, I'm so sorry, I'll tell you. Not everybody will like Ronaldo, Harry Kane, Lionel Messi, or Mbappe.
Mape. I mean, I pronounce it like that.
Mbappe. What's the double P? Mbappe or Mbappe. You know the French player, right? Very young guy. Or or Maradona, Pelé, you name it. All these are famous. Or even the tennis player also can. Basketball player also can. Cricket player also can. Wrestling, WWE wrestling. All these John Cena, right? John Cena, right? All these people. They are sports entertainments as well. But you see, these are the people who also sacrifice their times, their life, their health. Sports is one way sometimes it's very risky and tough, and it might cause injury. So they also risk their life to fight for their livelihood. At the same time, they also spend their effort and money to help those who are in the poor conditions. So what you have written here is to show that awareness and that everyone's need everyone. And the attention is that to draw the attention that, oh my goodness, there are certain parts of this world that are still very poor people who need our attentions. And to create the alertness is through a football game or maybe put banners to show them, hey guys, there are certain parts of the world we need you to help out. Okay. So Han Ling is still not here, so I will let him read his later.
Han Ling say he's joining in a while.
Okay, so we'll hold on to that. So we are using define with an extra E. So take note of this later on. So define as in definitions. Okay, this one we'll wait for Han Ling to come in as well. So meanwhile, why school sports matter? So this is a IP paper or Tian Yu. This is an IP paper that's required to understand why school matters. I mean, school sports matter to every school. Why? Maybe can you tell me which one? I think your school won something, right?
The East Zone.
What sport is that?
Basketball.
Wow. So how that means East Zone, that means now your Bedok Green is the champion lah.
For East.
How lian already lah? Show off.
Nah, I'm just happy for my school.
Why?
It's the first major achievement for my school.
I like the way you say that. It's the first major. That means, sorry, I'm not being sarcastic to your school. That means in the past, was there any major achievement?
Honestly, I don't remember any.
Okay,
at least for the time.
As far as you're concerned in the school for the past 2 years plus, this is the first major tournament that you won with a big prize at first. So did the school give you half day off or half day off?
No, but then the student that for the match, right, 40 students can go watch, and then they basically get to skip school for half the day because the match they have to leave around like 12 plus and school ends at 3.
Oh, okay.
They also skip any CCA if there is.
Because it's a final. Who you beat?
Hanning School for boys.
Whoa, Zhongzheng basketball was very good, surprisingly.
Their girls won first place, their boys won second. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, for our school, you know why I think we won? It's because of Ping. Because our school merged, so most likely the players merge, and then yeah.
Oh, the basketball player very good.
Yeah, that's my guess. But obviously, I don't want to say that. I also want to say my team, my school also, like, they work hard for it.
Can you imagine Payne did not merge with your school and they play on their own? That would be a different story.
I'm not sure about that, but then our school without them was like basically no hope.
No hope.
Yeah, like we won nothing at all. I went like every morning they will say like, so our school fought against this, but I don't remember them saying winning anything.
Okay. Well, nevertheless, I think you have, like what you say, one major tournaments that I think you can be proud of your school, right? True.
Yep.
So this is what we're going to say. Why school sports matter? Number one is being showing patriotism, right? Wow, and patriotic. Wow, my school won this SYF or this sports competitions or this whatever competition they take part. Why, honestly, I tell you, why do you think it matters so much? Why you feel so proud that even though it's not your CCA okay? But this why so proud of it? Maybe can you share?
First, it's a major achievement for school. So maybe like in the future, when people want to join your school, they'll say, oh, this school won this before and stuff. And our school might even become more popular along with it. Second is, it's definitely entertaining to watch.
Do you go now?
I went for the semi-finals. Finals, I had to like right after school, I have to quickly go.
Oh, you managed to watch?
Yeah, I managed to watch because they started a match at 3 o'clock. Because when they were playing for their third and fourth place, they took very long.
Oh, I see. Third and fourth, you mean?
Yeah, third and fourth was also played. The matches was also played on the same day.
Oh, where is the place?
Pasir Ris Sports Center, the sports hall.
Wow, 这么远啊?
Yeah, but then I got my parents to drive me there. So we managed to reach there when the game was in just started third quarter.
For the which one? Final?
Finals.
Oh, so that means you managed to watch about.
Yep.
Oh.
I managed to watch for half.
I see.
Very happy.
Okay. So how do you feel the atmosphere there when you were there?
Like when we won, everyone was celebrating. Even for the hunting school, right? When they got second place or first place for girls, they were also so celebrating lah. Everyone was very happy. Even the people who were not even from our school was also celebrating. They definitely give you the happy vibe.
So that means they are very sports person and they are very friendly. That's good. That's something to cheer about. Hi, Han Ling, are you there? Han Ling, you're supposed to read your things. Are you there ready, Han Ling? Han Ling, are you there? Han Ling, are you there? Hi, hello. Okay, so let's go to later. We're going to talk about the define with the E inside, the SYE effect. So for argumentative and all type of essay, because we're going to do this essay like later on. So Gerald, if you're watching, so we are going to choose any of these 3 questions here. Okay, and then with all the words that's helping words here, magic words that are helping. Okay, Gerald is nothing new to you. You have used that already. Well done. So Han Ling and Tian Yu, please use all these words to connect your essay. Okay, your creative essay. This is I'm going to remember as compile another few more for y'all. So we will go through next round. Okay, more details of how to write essay. Okay. So let's talk about define just for the benefit. Han Ling, I'm not sure you're able to hear me, or I'm not sure why you don't turn on the camera, but nevertheless, I'm going to start off. So Tian Yu, I will just say Tian Yu and Gerald, okay? So Tian Yu and Gerald, Han Ling, okay? So define is first, the first paragraph, the argumentative or all types of say, okay, all type of, any type of essay, hello, Han Ling.
I'm a bit sick right now.
Huh?
I'm a bit sick right now, apologize for the bad voice.
Oh, so, okay, never mind. Okay, so we did, okay, we don't talk about this. I'll read for you this one. So just relax, Han Ling. Okay, so Han Ling was talking about Wushu Jet Li. In 1971, Jet Li entered a summer sport program and was randomly assigned to Wushu martial art class. At the age of 9, he received an award at the first Wushu competition held in China since the Cultural Revolution. So in 1974, well, I tell you, at that time, China is still in the verge of like, to identify herself, what kind of role they're supposed to play. And because of the Cultural Revolutions and the death of Mao Zedong, a lot of really, it's a kind of revolutions. And where their leader died, they don't know what's the aim. Were they worried about the foreigners would attack China, also take over their sovereignty ships or their land, their motherland, all these things. But then in 1974, Li won the first of the 5-man national championship. So he retired from the sport in 1979. As one of the most prominent figures in Wushu history, he had set up multiple charitable organizations in his own name and become one of China's first philanthropists with his wealth and influence. So in China, Han Ling, you should know, in China, you study history, you should know, communists, you're not supposed to have privatizations, and you're not supposed to be rich, you're not supposed to own a lot of money, you're not supposed to have things like the kind of wealth that you can spread around and show off to people. Hey, look, I'm rich and things like that. But surprisingly, I think the governments appreciate his he become the role model, his kind of achievements. So let's see what he has done. The effect is in 1971, Jet Li entered a summer sport program and was randomly assigned to, okay, this one mentioned already. I think it repeat the same thing. Why? I didn't really check on this, I'm so sorry. It's still the same. I think you did not, or did I put, okay, the effect, I think I copied wrongly maybe. Do you have the other one, the effect?
I don't think I do.
What happened to you?
Oh, it should be.
What happened to you? You what?
I think I have a sore throat and stuff. I'm not sure.
Ayo, better drink a lot of water. Okay.
All right.
So I think this part is something wrong. I don't know, maybe that time I copied wrongly or you sent the wrong information to me wrongly.
I'm pretty sure it's the effect is as one of the most prominent figures in. Please go down. As one of the most prominent figures in Wushu history, oh yeah,
Same.
I think you may have copied wrongly. I'm not sure. Sorry.
Whichever. So I need to go and check because whatever I have is that time is from the Zoom chat. So the effect is okay, maybe we can just quickly say the effect is that Jet Li has used his wealth and fame to help to create awareness for people saying, hey, if I can use the Wushu to get rid of poverty and to make me famous and to make me popular, to make me to create a lot of movies, you can do it. I think Tian Yu and Han Ling, you know about recent Grammy Award, right? No, the Academy Award. Is it Academy Award where Michelle Yeoh got the best actress, right? Best actress award, right?
Yeah, I saw.
And then they got another one is Indiana Jones, the best supporting award by a Vietnamese guy. Say dreams do come true. Okay, my story started from a journey from a boat and it went all the way to Hong Kong and then he got to US as immigrants and becomes US citizens. So look at this. These are all okay movies like this one, like should I say, become an actress and actress from poor, for that poor boy who come from this kind of background, running away from the war, and eventually take 20 years to become famous in the supporting actress role in the Academy Awards. It's definitely not easy. As you know, right, Hanley, can you, Academy Awards is, according to them, is they don't cast any role for the Asian people, right? It's a bit biased to the whites, to the Western power, the Western movie. So now they are open up for awards to Asians. That shows if you are studying social study, how tell you, and how you know about diversity, they are giving the rights and the freedoms of choice for others, which is good, right? So this also can help you in your essay writing. Especially you can use that. Movie is one of the way to eradicate racism and racism more. Okay. So let's talk more about define. Okay, so what does this define use later we can use in your essay? So first one, definition of a sports and property. Then later your essay will do that. Define what is sports and property. Explain the reason sport. How can sport help to elevate poverty? And if it can be done, so what is the feeling of sport and poverty? So of course, look at Li Lianjie, Jet Li, and Cristiano Ronaldo, Pele, you name it. And then Gerald was talking about Nima. All these feeling is that when they were poor, they were given a chance to play football and excel to their own capability and ability to be what they are today, the famous celebrity footballers. And that they feel that it's their responsibility and their duty. So what are the example, the type of sport benefit, right? You know, right, Daniel, you talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, give away $100 over $1,000 to cancer, and then the sponsor $83,000 for a boy who got brain cancer. And then Pele also create some organization for Brazilian people to have a chance to play football and a place to study, right? That's some example. So I'll identify what kind of pros and cons the sports. Of course, the pros, the good thing is the sports that help to give people a sense of belonging, a sense of achievement, a sense of goal and objective, and a sense of out of their own comfort zone, or maybe out of their poverty cycle, that they can be famous. So what is the cons of sports? One of them maybe is because some of them, the sport, they're playing dirty. They might be bribing their players to play dirty or purposely lose the game and earn money. I don't know. That is
yeah, Cha, do you see the news about the sports, the Barca Moreno? I'm not sure which the one that's the one that's Messi is in the one they apparently there was foul corruption or something.
Yeah.
That one.
Which club?
The one, the Messi one. I'm not sure what's the name, but I mean I know the name, but I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Is it Barcelona? Is it Barcelona?
Yeah.
Barcelona.
No, it's not Barcelona, right? I thought it's Paris Saint-Germain. Is it?
No. The club before that. The club before that. He used
the only Messi one. The one Messi one.
So it's hey, no wonder it's Messy. Very messy now. So it's very sad. So you realize some people go the extra mile to become corrupted just to make their football club, end up you are giving a wrong message to a lot of people. But then again, why do you think they want to do all these things? This is bad. One day they might go to behind bars or
money.
Money is the root of all evil. Sometimes they were saying that. Yeah, it's true. It's that's the bad parts of sports, which is I'm so sorry, destroying the mentality of a human brain. So notion about sports and poverty, a concept about what do you believe sports can do, your notions, your concept and belief. So to Uncle Raymond, sports when you're writing this kind of essays, sport is something that is for physical, for emotional, for mental, and of course for what you call for friendship and teamwork. Do you know during World War II, Hanling, you go and look through, there's this Christmas, during the German and the British, they stopped.
Oh yeah, the Christmas day, right?
Yeah.
The Christmas miracle.
Then they play football, right. Then after the Christmas celebration over, they have to go back to the trenches and bang, bang, bang. Wow. It's kind of that what is notion, the sports can bring people closer. But also at the same time, a sport can be very ugly. Like what you do, you see the Lionel Messi, the World Cup. Yeah, World Cup is one of them, yes. But I think World Cup also create a lot of problems. You know the Escobar, when he scored his own goal, when he went back to Colombia, he was shot 3 times for scoring his own goal and out of World Cup. So this is, I don't know whether you say to be good.
Oh yeah, there's another one. I think there's also another one that they lost and then they got killed. Like he went back and then he got shot by the mafia or something.
Yeah, that's the one, Escobar, the Colombia one, poor thing.
No, I think there's another one.
Oh,
I think.
eh?
But I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't keep up football news. I only see them on TikTok, then I know. Then I just watch her.
Yeah, so
It's not
that's
that I
why,
don't keep up.
hey, Tian Yu, you see, that's why watching TikTok, if you're watching the right news, the right things, and that is authentic, then authenticating the whatever the events are, that is okay. But if things that is not right, then you have to use your 2 cents, your notion really. You have to decide whether you should believe or not. So ending your conclusion about the whole discussions about the argument and expository of sports. So do you think sports, I honestly, I think sport really makes sense to bring up. You know who is Fandi Ahmad, right? Our own football player, Fandi Ahmad. You know who is Kwa King Song? Okay, Kwa King Song is one of the best football players in Singapore football history. Now, of course, he's already in the 70s. Uncle Raymond, you're around your age, no, younger, okay? Primary school. We already know him. He's so popular. He played the football. It's like something you can say like Pele or Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. At that time, their generations. But he's got 3 brothers who play football together with Fandi Ahmad. So yeah, that is how the football arena, the things here in Singapore. But nevertheless, we do not forget that they also bring glory to Singapore football. And that is how we become our own athlete here in Singapore. We got nice team playing. And one of my favorite is Tampines Rover, because I used to stay in Tampines and I watch them play. So yeah, so this is the conclusion of sports. Do you agree that sports really is able the way of like a magic wand? Can turn away from stone to gold. I bet to you, Tian Yu.
Honestly, it's only for people who find interest in it. Or maybe they just like, they just want to play it like the pastime. But it definitely will not attract everyone. Like some people just hate on it. Like they will think it's too dangerous. They scared they get themselves hurt and stuff.
I agree. How about you, Han Ling? What do you think?
Honestly, like a lot of things, this one is super specific. It's all about perspective.
Right.
Like if you think sports is good, then you use it for something good. Yeah, of course.
Okay, I like the way you say that. If you think sport is good, yes, I totally agree. Yes, it's true. And what else?
Oh, I don't think I have anything else.
Okay.
Right, then why can you use football for bad? Like other than
no,
like
because
corruption?
we don't say football. It can be any sports.
Oh.
It can be golf. It can be cricket. It can be baseball. It can be rugby. You need
Okay, wait. Then for those sports, how do you like make it bad other than like corruption?
Oh, take drugs, lor. You know the
true.
take drugs, steroids lah. Then later they found out, oh my goodness. Sometimes sports also very interesting. You know, that day I watched, I think today, this morning I watched TikTok. You know, Japan recently hosts the Olympic game, right? 2 years ago, or was it last year? So during the swimming, I don't know how true it is. There are 8 lanes, right? 8 lanes for swimming, right? Okay, so you know what happened? Out of the 8 lanes, there were 7 of them are Japan. And one of them is who guess?
Korean.
China.
Oh, my bias is fine.
So can you imagine? Look at my finger, 8 lanes. So the China is in the center, right? So there will be 3 or 4 at both sides. Can you imagine how stressed he is? So no matter how you see, you're stressed with 7 of them with Japanese. And then you guess what? At the end of the race, the Chinese won the butterfly. I think 100-meter butterfly. Well, it's a joke, right? So you see, this one can be a notion against, Japan will never win China, even in sports. Wow, that is damn strong, man. This is something that is a very propaganda. Do you agree, Hanli?
Honestly, propaganda, not really. I think it's more of like
Patriotism.
yeah. No, okay. I wouldn't say patriot. You know how like nationalism, the Hitler ideology and stuff.
Yeah, history student, you know, right? Like Hitler was refused to give the gold medal to the Jesse Owen, right? Owen the Jesse.
Yeah.
The black guy, right? He refused, right? He's so proud of his Aryan race, and then when the black guy wants the Olympic 100 meter or 200 meter, he fell out, he walked away, right? You see?
Yeah.
So Tianyu, that one is considered very ugly in terms of Tianyu, in terms of racism. So now there is always it's good we discussed that because you never know, it might come out in an essay that you can start to write something, because this one honestly it's not easy to write an essay like that because you need a lot of times and research. But if you were to sit down for 1 hour and 10 minutes, let's say 45 minutes to write this kind of essay, your trains of thoughts must be very powerful, must be flow, must be immediately you get the ideas to come in, which is called the define. You must have all these things to come in. Okay, so let's go through this one. Why? Sorry, Han Ling. Before you came in, Ken, you told me they beat your school basketball, right?
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but no, sorry, because this one matters. See, why school sports matter? So just nice, before you came in, Tianyu was saying, I feel proud, I feel good, I feel this is one of the major tournaments that I feel proud in my life, in my school. So Han Ling, how do you feel when your school got second?
My class is the ALB class with the most basketballs in the class. So honestly, for the next few days, the class was all like pretty sad and everything. Honestly, I think that they play a really good game. I'm not much of a sports player, but at least I know what sportsmanship is.
But hey, Chow,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be sad that it's over. You should be happy that it happened.
Yeah. I'm not sad at all. I'm just saying.
But on the other hand, your girls won first place. So
Yeah,
first and second.
Hey, but Han Ling, you go and watch the basketball final?
No, I wasn't watching because I had CCA that day.
I see. So how do you feel after when you received the result?
Honestly, I was sure, okay, they won, good job. Because like I have a lot of friends from his school. That's one.
Right.
Like,
a friend of which school?
Mine. Cause I introduced my friend to them because we play the same game.
What game? Genshin.
Mobile Legends. Genshin, none of them plays. Cause you know, yeah.
Okay. I see. But that's a good thing, because why I asked, because we shall read this article and then you tell me why school sports matter so much to not just the person who played the sport, but the host of the school, the whole team. It's just like, can you imagine, Han Ling and Tianyu, if Singapore won the World Cup and beat Brazil 5-0 in the final? Wow, Tianyu is like, oh my God, seriously?
Possible, I think if that happens, I think Singapore, I think it's like, how do I say, it's like a dream come true, I guess.
No, you know, recent World Cup, I thought Brazil can win the World Cup, right? But end up it was who? Argentina, right? And then you realize at first of top France, and then Croatia come in, those black horse, never expect them to go into final like Morocco, one of the African countries who are able to make it to the top four there. You know, it's so big. And then the Saudi Arabia beats Argentina some more, and then everyone got a Rolls Royce by the king. So you see, this is something that matters. Pride. The keyword is pride. The keyword is patriotism. The keyword is the what you say. You are right, honey. Nationalism. Feel good about it. Okay, Tianyu, let's read.
Yeah, I want to add just something for that.
Sure.
So I just watched the Ant-Man movie today with my friends, and then
what movie?
Ant-Man, the Quantumania movie, and then there was like that one quote. The Mai one. There's that one quote he said, "Watch out for the small guys." That's like perfect way to describe the World Cup. No one expect Croatia to do so well, and yet they beat a lot of teams.
No, I think it's not about, you see, football is not about individual games. Football is a team effort. Football is about statistics. Football is about how you persevere, and football is about how you defend, you attack, you protect your terrains and your turf and things like that, And no man is selfish, If you're selfish, then of course, then like England, he wants Harry Kane to win the Golden Boot, so he was already injured, and he thought by beating Ivan 6-0, 7-0, wow, so can let Harry Kane to kick the ball and score goal. End up, Harry Kane did not score even a single goal. And
honestly, I think one thing that's really sad about Harry Kane is that, like, he's like the main carry of the entire English team, okay?
Yeah.
Like there's no one else in his team that's actually good enough to like match his level.
It's like Haaland.
Yeah, Haaland also.
If you ask me, Haaland is actually an opportunity. He just wait for the ball to score.
Nah, he just get a lot of assists.
He's
A lot of
actually really good at
assists.
dribbling, okay?
Sorry again.
Assists.
What do you say, Haning?
He's actually pretty good. Come on, give him the credit. Some credit.
Not because he's from Man City, he's still a young punk to me. But if you say there are other players, in my opinion, in Man City, like De Bruyne, right? De Bruyne and others like Garish, and who is that? There's another start with R1, a few British players in Man City. They are not pretty good. But then okay, never mind. Let's move on. Your turn. Can you? Very simple.
Alright, many simple yet profound lessons occur at the National Schools Game, NSG. For Mr. Amatan, now a 23-year-old professional footballer with Home United and established Singapore International, the importance of discipline was a much needed education. He had the talent but lacked the right character. Until his San Gabriel Secondary School coach Clement Teo. Clement Teo. Okay.
Clement.
Intervened and changed Amutan's attitude and his life. Amutan stopped skipping classes, dedicated himself to fulfilling his football dreams, and helped his school to the South Zone B Division title in 2010. That was when I truly believed in what coach had been constantly telling me to do. Amutan said in the previous Straits Time interview, his advice made me see the right way to go if I was to become a national footballer. I'm grateful to have had someone to show me the way. 3 years later, the midfielder claimed a bronze medal at the 2013 SEA Games and was voted the 2016 S-League Young Player of the Year.
I honestly have not followed the S-League in Singapore ever since about many years with me. I used to buy ticket and go and watch them and keep the football, play the football with my elder sons. But after that, sorry, I stopped watching the football because I feel that Singapore football is not really on par. I think.
But do you have a favorite sport? Sport?
No, because I talk to all those the same age around me or younger than me by a few years. We feel that the real football was during the Fandi Ahmad, the Singapore football.
Wait, do you have a favorite sport? Do you have a favorite sport? Like your favorite sport to watch or play? Do you have any?
My favorite is football, of course.
Oh, football.
My second will be actually tennis.
Tennis?
Yes, tennis.
Tennis matches are always so dry. Like you see the person moving around like entire court like so much.
No. You should enjoy the tennis because the tennis, the way you hit the ball, is so good because you need a lot of stamina and skill. The third one used to be golf. Okay, no, sorry, the third one used to be squash, but I hate the game now, and I would prefer golf lah. So you see, I'll tell you what you have read here is true, though. It's about attitude, behavior, and characters. It's not just about having, you have a skill to play, but you do not have the ability of the attitude to do something right. Then you see the school matter. Because of the school that he had transformed, this guy called, what is his name? Amunadan. He pronounces Amunadan. So Amunadan has changed and transformed due to the school coach and the teachers as well, because he sees his potential. But because he is being too engrossed to his football, he thinks himself highly very good, but he lack of all other basic fundamentals character. So because of that, the school has changed and transformed a raw diamond to what is a very shining diamond. Honestly, I've seen that in my school before. I had do a few, because as a football coach myself, not full-time, I'm not a qualified football coach, but I do coach my students. But then again, it drills down to your discipline. In any sport, it's all about discipline and hard work, and you must have committed and passion to it. Just like I used to be a football player. I play football, I play basketball, I play all kinds of racket games. and I also go for swimming. I'm a 100-meter sprinter, 50-meter freestyle. You know, you name it, all kinds of sport I play, except rugby. I hate rugby so much. So other than that,
why not rugby? Why anything but rugby?
no, I said 2 games. I don't play rugby and netball. Okay, so the rest of the game I play. Baseball, I did play once. It's not my cup of tea. So I realized that football is my cup of tea, and excuse me, and football itself has really helped me a lot to understand the game and as well discipline. Now look at this one now. More than just being a pathway towards high performance on the sport field, school sports also help in character building. Write down on character building. Oh, by the way, Han Ling and Tian Yu and Gerald, if you are reading these articles, it's actually from an IP school. Okay, it's from an IP school.
I thought you said you can't record.
Yeah, now I can record already. I didn't say well. Okay, so
okay.
So you see, you take note of this. Is a high performance sports and you also need character building and play a role in encouraging friendships among students of diverse background. Hello, social study. I think you finish your chapter issue 1 already for social study? Chapter 1, 2, 3 done already?
No, only one.
How about you, Han Ling?
Also only that one.
Chapter 1 only. Still got chapter 2 and 3 haven't finished.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure it's for the whole year.
No. I think by end of June, when school start on term 3, July, you might start your diversity already. Chapter 4, 5, and 6 already. So by end of
almost to finish up chapter 2 and start chapter 3. I'm going to do my SS work yet.
So it will be somewhere in August, but then you should finish chapter 5 and 6. Then 7 might go to next year already. Okay, so it's the diverse background, you see. So it's probably like highlight the role of school sports play in national ecosystem. Seriously, the ecosystem means this one, ABC. EBR is attitude, EBR is transform his behavior and make sure the character building. And then the DEF, he make sure that Amunadhan have a good discipline and show excellent result, and finally is a fantastic player of the year. So it's A to F. So your turn, Honey, can you read?
Starting young, the NSG, which features participants as young as from primary 3 all the way to tertiary level, is often where the budding student athlete is first exposed to a competitive atmosphere, and where he or she learns to deal with pressure, the crowd, and expectations. Last year's NSG drew more than 5.8 thousand.
Hello, where got
5,800 competitors in over 400. 58,000, sorry.
It's okay.
58,000 competitors in over 400 events across 29 sports. Through the established development programs, the likes of St. Gabriel's football, Ahmad Ibrahim Secondary School shooting, and Anglo-Chinese School independent water polo have a long history of identifying and grooming of future national athletes. This pipeline has been strengthened in recent years through the launches of Singapore Sports School in 2004 and the National Youth Sports Institute, I can't pronounce, what's it called? NYSI.
Yeah.
In 2015. Unlike the Singapore Sports Institute, which focuses on elite level athletes.
The NYSI has coaches, sports scientists.
The NYSI has coaches, sports scientists, athletes, mentors, administrators to help young athletes maximize their potential before they move on to the next stage of development. Sorry, my reading's a little off today.
No problem. Okay, it's good. Thank you so much. You see, you realize the NY, I just want to know what it's called NY, sorry. National School Games. The NSG is actually helped to not only develop athletic potential and to make sure that they represent Singapore in a bigger arena, a bigger platform, a bigger world events. At the same time, you also build characters of individual and be future leaders of coaches in sports. So you realize school has played a very vital role to ensure that the students in this kind of school has a proper training. See, school with sports matter. Has a proper training, is a place like a seeding and incubator for all these young athletes to transform and slowly to to transfer their knowledge and then to be able to what you call it, translate their skills into better use, maybe in their real life. Okay, let's read on to the next part. Other invaluable lesson, can you?
More than just a pathway towards high performance on the sporting field, school sports is also a fertile ground for character building. Fertile ground for character building. Two instances have stood out in the recent year and received widespread praise. During a 2016 A Division boys football against Anglican Chinese Junior College, Raffles Institution (RI), Jonathan Chua was awarded a penalty after the referee judged that he brought down in the box. He had been brought down illegally in the box. But the 17-year-old rejected the spot on kick and told the referee he had simply lost his balance. RI went to lose the match 1-3.
Oh my God. I think all his players will be cursing and swearing him for not taking the spot kick. But why he admit that?
Honesty,
well,
it's better. Oh no, I was gonna say something, but I'll say honestly, it's better to lose truthfully than win
uglily.
Uglily, yeah, something like that. The quote.
Very true,
Yeah. Yeah, and also them losing shows them the gap between them and their opponent instead of playing the cheating way out and think that they can just win their way just by fouling and stuff. Yeah.
Let's read on. What do you see?
Okay. Jonathan was later presented an autographed jersey by Paco Alcacer, who visited Singapore that year with former club Valencia.
Wow, Valencia, let me see. Is it from Italy or from France? I can't remember. Sorry.
Okay.
So
Valencia, who now plays for Spanish grades
Giants.
Spanish Giants Bel how do you read that? Belcorona?
Wait. Barcelona?
Oh, Barcelona. Oh my God.
It's the same one as just now, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I do not know how to pronounce. Chill.
Barcelona. Okay.
Barcelona.
Was impressed.
And said, impressed and said that it's true that it's difficult to find this situation in professional football because there is a lot of pressure for teams. I do hope in the future this kind of situation will be something more usual.
Okay, of course now we got the VAR, right? If you know about the VAR, right? The video assistant referee, yeah. The video assistant.
Oh, there is. Isn't that like a lot of people complain that it's unfair, it's biased, the videos are very inaccurate, stuff like that.
Didn't it cause Japan to win that one? Or is it? Was it that?
I don't know. I didn't really keep up the World Cup. Like what went on. I just checked the scores all.
Well, I think as the things go by, I think both of you agree with Uncle Raymond one thing. Okay, the one thing that you need to agree is technology. Because we are living in a technology world in the futures. So a lot of things we need to depend on technology. Okay, it's just like yesterday I attend my police meeting with my police commandant. So we also talk about the police also have to upgrade with technology because a lot of scammers, right? So now it's not fighting crime on the street, but we are fighting crime on the online. True enough, a lot of scammer. You know, Singapore alone lost about millions of dollars through scammings. So how can
we lost like 2 million solely to just people clicking on bad links?
Yeah, you see, just one link itself, and you see it's so bad. So we are using drones to check on certain parts, or we are using AI, things like that. So if you ask me, is this VAR good or not? There are pros and cons. Everything got pros and cons. It's just like you ask me, Han Ling, I tell you, do you think laptop is good?
Pros and cons.
I think laptop is always the best. No, not the best, but like it's very effective.
Okay.
Helps you a lot.
Never mind.
Depends on what you use it on. Like you use it for study and research, and yes, if you use it for games, then no lah.
Okay, let's say we don't talk about games, watching porno or watching violence movie or watching anything or play game or research or Google check or research or everything. Okay, let's say just a plain a laptop from 1 to 10. Okay, Tian Yu, you tell me from one.
So you just have it there?
Just laptop, okay?
Just
From
have
1
it
to
there for like nothing, like you don't do anything on it?
No. Just a laptop for you. Okay, 1 to 10.
I'll rate it around a 7.
Of course, 1 is the useless product lah. 10 is excellent. Okay, 1 to 7.
7, yeah.
7. How about you, Hanling?
I rate it like an 8.
I tell you, I will rate it as 10. I tell you, I rate it as 10. You see, Hanling and Tian Yu, 你们所谓身在福中不知福. You know, Uncle Raymond, when I want to do my research in primary school and secondary school, I tell you, I really have to use the F word and with the K behind. Hanling, you know why? Because
Why?
you have to go to library and look for the freaking books to do the project. So imagine the book is being borrowed. I have to wait for that person to return the books. And then you don't have the kind of facility. Toa Payoh Library, the book is gone. You can go to Ang Mo Kio, you can go to Tampines, you can go to Bedok, you cannot. No. We don't have these facilities there. Now,
Why not?
Hanling, Tian Yu, you go to the library, you cannot find the book. Never mind, I go and Google, come out the answer already. 对不对? Your information is at your fingertip any point of time. You agree, Hanling? Tian Yu, right?
Yeah.
And do you know, recently, the library has been begging people, hey, come to the library and borrow books. Last time when we go to the library, we enjoy the aircon. Because our generation to get an aircon at home is really very expensive product. Now, children, see what for I go to the library and study. I can study at home. I got aircon, my bed, my food, everything. 对吗, Tian Yu? You agree? Hanling, you agree?
Yes, I do agree.
So to me, the laptop is 10 upon 10. No. It's just that simple. It's just like a policeman. So yesterday we are talking about a gun. To a policeman, is a gun important?
Wait, do you guys actually use your guns very frequently?
No lah, of course not. Depends on the recruits lah.
Do you think it's more for
If you take a
intimidation
machine
or
gun-
actually shooting?
Hello, bro. If a crew is to take a machine gun, I take a baton and fire. I think what Star Wars Darth Vader 不可能
I mean, to be fair, in Star Wars, the power system is so unbalanced. Like, some dude with a sword just melees 20 guys with a gun.
No. You think what Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader? No lah. So you see
Nah. Anakin Skywalker, bro.
against Skywalker. Oh, okay. I like him.
Who Anakin Skywalker is?
Anyway, just come back to this. Just like, do you think a policeman should hold a gun or taser or baton, or even don't carry any weapons? Right.
Honestly, wait. Which country doesn't have a military? Right? No. How do you say it?
Police force, a policing force.
Like, not really exactly a policing force.
No. Every country has a policing force, but you have to admit, our country, Singapore, is one of the best policing force.
That's true.
I mean, you go to other country, you go and check, Tian Yu, Tian Yu, we don't want to say so clear, You know, I know lah. Okay, so let's get back to this. So I think, Tian Yu, you're right. Honesty is better to play clean than play ugly, because this will haunt you for the rest of your life. True enough. You can escape this moment and won the trophy and put at home, but can you go through 你的良心吗? No point. 为什么有些人他杀死人了过了30年后他还会去自首呢? I surrender myself because every night he or she might have nightmare. So Hanling and Tian Yu and Gerald, 做人脚踏实地，做人问心无愧，做人要诚实，就是这么 then life will be easier to go through. Seriously, yeah, you might be like this guy, hey, stupid Jonathan. Because of your penalty, if your penalty won, we will have won the game. But then, does it matter the motto of the RI to be true and honest? Let's say is the motto. So yeah. Sorry.
If a fly loses his wings.
Yeah, it loses its wings. So yes, Hanling, are you able to read now? Oh.
Sorry, John, my throat is really, really dead.
Yeah, earlier this year.
I can't really read. My throat is on the verge of dying.
Okay, then on the verge of Tian Yu, let's go. Today you season 一点好 because I need to explain.
Earlier this year, the St. Andrews Secondary hockey team was cited for their integrity. Cited for their integrity during the B Division Boys Bronze Medal payoff, with the score tied at 1-1, and their opponent Northland Secondary were unprepared for the Northland
Secondary unprepared
for the restart of the match after an injury stoppage. The Saints were wrongly given possession and scored from that passage play.
Possession and score from the passage play. Then what happened? The Saints
led by skipper Sinski.
No, it's pronounced as Sean.
Okay. Sean C. asked the umpire to disallow the goal, which she did. Empire to disallow the goal, which she did. They lost the match 4-3 on penalty, with the final score remaining 1-1. The Empire, Miss Kamalia
Alfred
said she had never seen anything like this in her 12th year of umpiring. Sean, speaking at that time, said it wasn't the right thing to do, to let the goal be counted because it wasn't fair.
Wow, very straight, simple, and easy. That is called a sportsmanship. That is so easy. No wonder the school, St. Andrew, brought him as a captain. That is called the ABC.
Him is
Sorry?
Oh, no.
What do you say?
I thought it was a her.
Sean is a guy.
Yeah, it's a guy.
But the umpire can be a girl. The referee can be a girl. Okay. Social integrations. Why? What is social integration about? Let's go. I read to you. Social integrations. The role of the school. So we talk about so much about the games. People show integrity. Say, hey, the goal disallowed. No. We are not supposed to take this kick. It's supposed to be the other party. My opponents to take the things and things like that. So what does this really imply in the real meanings of a true sportsmanship? Okay, just the pros of it. What is your notions of it? So the role of sport, so we are talking about define here, DEFEINE. So the definitions, the role of school sports in encouraging friendships among students of diverse background was touched upon by the Deputy Prime Minister Tharman Shanmugam during the Majura lecture dialogue at Nanyang Technological University last year. He says our CCA are too ethically defined in practice and call for deepening multiculturalism from a young age. So multiculturalism. So can you and Han Ling and Gerald, if you are doing your SS, social study, this is one way you can talk about it. Through sport, we bring in the diverse. So Han Ling, your school don't have other race except Chinese, right?
Yeah, my school is
Okay, so tell you, your school definitely got Malay and Indian, right? Yes. When watching the basketball, do the Malays and Indian go and watch, or only the Chinese?
All races.
Well done. Can you imagine your principal say, oh, basketball is only for Chinese, The Malay and Indian stay in the classroom. Oh my God. That is super wrong, 对吗? Can you? Right, so you see the deepenings of multiculturalism here. Get it? Okay, so this is the way, you see, through sport, we really encourage our country, Singapore multiracial, to come together to celebrate the achievement from your school. That is the basketball championship. Back to you. Okay, my turn, sorry. School ST spoke to say, schools ST spoke to say racial mix in certain sport is improving. Government secondary school, 4 basketball teams are made up of 12 to 15 students. And Chinese students account for only half the players. Okay, so there are other race. This is the same experience with swimming. Say Outram Secondary School water polo's coach what? There are more Malays and Indians taking up swimming now, compared with the 1980s when it was dominated by Chinese, he added. His B division teams of more than 20 boys now has 3 Malays and 1 Indian, while the rest are Chinese. Previously, there were only 1 non-Chinese swimmer. You guys are football, they always say, the footballs are always the Malays and Indian dominate. No Chinese player. True not, tell you, and Honey. But now you see, it's true, like if you look at the Singapore football team, 90% are all the Malays and Indians. Maybe 1 or 2 are Chinese players.
Honestly, right, there's like a really common stereotype around Singaporeans is that like the Malays and Indians are like just more fit at sports.
No. You know, there's the one point I cannot take it. You say, oh, because the Malays are nothing to do, very free, so that's why they play football. Because a Chinese student go for tuition, they take out expensive sports like golf, tennis, all these games, which is very expensive, through all the sports. Hey, come on, this is like what you say, damn bloody stereotyping. Damn bloody stereotyping. Agree not, tell you. Hello? Tell you, agree?
Yeah.
You know, your uncle here play football?
No.
Yeah, I don't play. Yeah, I play football with all my Malay friends. So you see, very sad. Hey, where's Honey? Honey not here. Okay. So Honey, if you can hear me, so you're right. No, this is not just a game for only the Chinese, a game for the Malay. You know, sepak takraw? You know what is that? Sepak takraw?
It's the one with the rattan ball, right?
Yes. Usually are the Malays who play, right?
Yeah.
I used to play that also.
Is it not really have to be all the Malays that play?
No, that is a Malay sport, to
play.
be honest. No. That is a Malay sport, to be honest. And you know, table tennis, people will associate the Chinese will play table tennis, right?
Not true.
But the Malays and other races are picking up, so this is only you can be seen in Singapore. And then you see, have you heard of this movie, Can You and Honey? You go and type this, White Man Can't Jump. What sport do you think? White Man Can't Jump. The movie is called White Man Can't Jump.
From 1992.
Which sport?
Basketball.
Yes, you really type and Google it.
Yeah, I just Googled it.
There's this movie, White Man Can't Jump. You see, you look at it, Tian Yu and Honey, most of the basketball players are 90% are all the blacks. True not?
Yeah, but that's Steph Curry, come on.
See, I'm so sorry. Why are we stereotyping people? It's because different races have their preference of choice to play certain game.
That's true.
I didn't mean if I don't play football means I'm non-Chinese or non-Malays. What if a Malay were to play water polo, it means you're against the Malays race. Xiao, really crazy, right? This is a freedom of your choice. As long as Honey and tell you don't play this game called terrorist, then it's okay. True not?
When I grow up, I want to become a
terrorist. I bomb people and I kill myself.
Hey, chill, it's recording. You cannot say that. I cannot say it. That's why I stop. That's why I stop. If not later I get cancelled.
Okay. So sorry. Okay. All right. So this is what I meant here. Look at this 3 paragraph. It kind of doing the DEFINE. Okay, kind of doing this. Okay, how I can tell you is that the first paragraph is already tell you is about a definitions of what it is about. Okay, what is the definitions here? Okay, where is it? This one, the definition here, and then you also explain and also give example. Give example here, right? And also give example here. So this is an example here, and then at the end of the day, he also give the notions. Okay, so mostly are all the example here. Okay, but there's no conclusion, but yes, you can say this 3 paragraph can be using this define here, a simple one. Okay, the define is actually the whole entire essay, okay, your conclusion. So we talk about notions that what Shanmugam was talking about, and then identify the sports and give the example why the sport itself that is important for social integration. So it kind of gives you the meaning of social integration in sport is this one here. The definition, the explanations, okay? And then the feelings, how people feel. That you see last time was only the Chinese, but now you got also Malay and India. That how you feel. You feel there is a conjugality, you feel there is an integrity, you feel there's a cohesiveness, you feel there is a kind of teamwork, you see there's a camaraderie. You know it's camaraderie, right? 同志，你看，就是Malay play football Chinese play golf. What I say golf? I play golf. Indian, I cannot see you. Maybe at night you play basketball. You just paint yourself white can already. Oh my goodness. This is damn freaking racist already. True. In fact, Indians can play a lot of good sports. It's much better than the Chinese. Okay, they are more determined, honestly. I have a lot of good Indian players in my football also, and also in basketball, and also in other sports like running, track and field. Okay, Indians and Chinese have the longest histories, so we respect one another. Okay, so yes, that's about it. So these are Gerald and Tianyu and Han Ling. This is your homework. Let's go through these three important essay. By the way, these are all the IP questions, and also prepare you for your general paper, which is your A level. Who knows, man? This question will go to your A level. First questions. By the way, Han Ling and Tianyu, if you do not know what I mean by this word here, go ahead type now. This word is a super important. It's the kind of, this guy was born in Greece about before Jesus Christ was born. He always like to go around and ask a lot of questions. And a lot of people think he asks a lot of stupid questions, which is not true, all right? So just take note. And then we have all the list of this, what do you call this, list of magic words here. I already compiled 8 pages of these kind of magic words for all of you here. Okay, so this is only 1 page. Then, Han Ling, Gerald has used some of the words here to form some sentences. So next week when he's back, we'll go through it. He's now in a camp. That's what he told me. So after that, you have to use the define. Okay, now can I give you 1 minute so to choose your question now while I drink some of it?
First.
Oh, okay, very fast. Okay, Han Ling.
I think I'll go first as well.
Well, nobody choose 2 and 3. Gerald, which one?
2 and 3 are like really confusing, yeah.
Gerald, wait, I ask Gerald. Gerald, which question? Oh, Gerald say he's going to think about it. Okay. Gerald, how long you want to think? Gerald say you will come back next week and think about it. Okay, thank you, Gerald. Since both of you are choosing number 1, right? So I'll let the both of you to explain number 1. Can I explain number 2? Can you read number 2, please?
Number 2 is will we now be more willing to pick up sports ourselves and let our kids pursue sports instead of pushing them to be doctors, lawyers, and bankers?
During my era, during my generation, Tianyu, Han Ling, and Gerald, our parents would say sports 赚不了钱, useless, no good. Study lawyer, doctors, bankers would be much better, bring you a lot of money to get rid of poverty. True at that time, because that time, the world is so evolving. The world is all about stability. The world is all about economies. The world is about getting more lawyers and doctors and banks to set everything nice. Because after World War II and some of the Cold War, people need to settle down with a proper economic structure. Fair enough. Now everything's back in place. Everyone's enough lawyers and doctors and bankers. But is sports really important? So what it means here is that we are now more willing to pick up sport ourselves. Or will we now be willing? So we lack the opportunity, Tianyu and Han Ling. From maybe at my age, we lack the opportunity to become a best football player. And true enough, Han Ling, Tianyu, our generation, we don't have this kind of B game, A game division so many. Maybe 1 or twice only. And we can't afford, we take the bus to go for competition, but it's not like now we got SYF, we got that kind of heavy competition. We do have this kind of volleyball competitions, football, but not so hot like now. So now we have an opportunity. Are we going to go back? To be honest, Tianyu, Han Ling, 我们太老了. You ask me, I'm not interested. Maybe I pick up the sport ourselves, Tianyu and Han Ling, as a hobby. Okay? As a hobby, as a pastime, as a relaxation, as a way of distress ourselves. But to let our kid to take up sport, yeah, maybe. I will not, to be honest. Okay, in my opinion, Singapore to run sports maybe take another 20, 30 years. Because this country are still thinking of lawyers, doctors, and bankers, in my opinion, honestly. Look at it, Han Ling. You know, recently got this guy, he give up national service and go to Fulham, right, to play football.
When was that? What is that?
That guy. And then what about Joseph Schooling? How many of them can be like Joseph Schooling that the parents can
Joseph
spend?
Schooling was like a really, really special case because he showed a lot of potential as an athlete and decided to make it to the Olympics. Yeah.
But honestly, after that, he will become a swim coach. Take
True.
out some advertisement for Milo, Ovaltine.
Oh my god, like Ronaldo. He did a Shopee on.
Ronaldo was goofy, bro.
Shopee, beep, 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 beep. Like,
Hello.
everything.
You see, honestly, what else can they do? Sport therapy, go to Republic Poly to study sports therapy, sports psychology, or things like that. Seriously, it's not about this. You see, Singapore is a very, very small market. It's not like in China, in US, they really emphasize sport like really a world, like a big business, a multinational money. You know, there's this Liang Ning Pai, right? The shirts, the uniform or the t-shirts or the
Yeah.
you know, the badminton racket or the swimwear or the sports attire, right?
Wait, is it called? I'm not sure what it's called.
Liang Ning or Lao Ning something Ning. So can you imagine it's called CHL? Imagine it's your brand CHL, okay? CHL Sportswear or TY Sportswear. Do you think people will buy this sportswear? No, seriously, can you and honey? Or people prefer to buy Adidas or Nike? Tell me the truth. True not?
Depend, but then if you are just new, then obviously no.
Yeah, who are you to buy your brand name? You need a lot of marketing, 对不对? Promote your things, promote this and that. It take a while. Not easy, I tell you. So then why people are still emphasizing on that? Yeah, can somebody tell me?
Emphasizing on what?
On sports. On sports.
Sports is popular all around the world.
That means your children don't become a doctor's lawyer, a banker. Just emphasizing on sport. Will you do that? I'll tell you.
No,
I'll
let my future children choose what they want.
No,
and
seriously. Your son come to you say, Daddy, I want to be a football player.
I will be happy.
Oh, seriously?
That he has a dream and he wants to work towards it.
So you don't want him to be doctor, lawyer, or bankers?
No, I can't force him. If you force something, right, it won't come out good. I wrote that as the kindness one. If you force something, it will most likely turn out bad.
Okay, how about you, Han Ling?
Honest opinion, if my son really wanted to be a footballer, and if I did have the resources, firstly, I would actually put I would pour most of my money and resources into making him a footballer.
Huh?
Genuinely,
yeah. A lot of money, what?
A lot of money and resources to allow him to become a footballer. Like if you really, really did want it.
Oh, two of you really want to invest your son to become a footballer?
I mean, no, you have to let your children follow their dreams, don't you?
Yeah. Your son can play very well. Can dribble, can play kick like Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, very well. You serious? The both of you?
I will.
You mean you want your son to become the national player for Singapore?
I mean, yeah, possibly. We can have a second Fandi Ahmad.
Wow.
Nothing is impossible.
Lots of words, so maybe Uncle Raymond are still a bit conservative. Okay, I don't see any potential in Singapore sport at this moment. Sorry. Maybe your next generation, yes, but for me, I don't see any potential sport in Singapore. To be honest, okay?
Well, if you don't see it, then you should start working to make it happen.
Maybe your generation now, you and your son, as far as concerned, maybe I don't see it because I've been putting a dream for so many years. I don't see Singapore. Every time when Singapore national team play football, it really broke my heart. You see, like Fandi Ahmad got 3 sons. In fact, they play very well, but unfortunately, maybe they do not have the right place to play football. If they were sent to Europe country and play, maybe they would be different. I feel it. I feel it. Because no matter how, they still have Fandi Ahmad genes. Okay, I saw the 3 sons play, okay, pretty good. But maybe when they are good, but their other teammates are not good. You get me now? So you must play with among the best players, then you get the potential. That's why I see it. Okay? So next question, can you? Number 3.
Sports and development helps reduce crime rate because sports provides an outlet for troubled youth who otherwise are more likely to commit crimes and get into trouble.
So that
No.
depends on, thank you, sir. That
Yeah, it depends, but I will disagree.
Yeah, I also disagree.
It depends on the person, not the sport or like the thing.
Both.
But it's more towards the person though. Unless you're telling me.
True. No, not true. Boy, sometimes the person are being manipulated and being controlled like a puppet by a team of a syndicate or gangster or group of people. Possible? It might be
possible, but then that is like if they want to fall for it or not. Like even if you're very manipulative or something, right? It depends on how well you look at it. All they do is just make you think they look good, like with very good reasoning and stuff. But it's up to you to want to believe it or not.
But sorry, depends on which country.
But I get your point. I get your point.
You know what? Some country, the policeman also can't do anything. So it becomes the syndicate who control the entire scene. Agree, honey?
Yeah. I think that's like a major problem sometimes in like certain countries.
You know F1 or F1?
The thing?
The car. You know the F1 car, there's a possibility sometimes, I heard last time they got one, they asked, if I'm not wrong, I heard, I read somewhere, that they forced one of the driver to lose to Michael Schumacher or Lewis Hamilton so that he can gain more points. In fact, they were both buddy in the same team. That means you are not putting the sportsmanship just because Lewis Hamilton got more points to gain, and then his partners were on the 7 or 8 position. So he's like passing the points. So asking the partner to purposely create some fault and problem to hit other car so that Lewis Hamilton can win. And then at the same time, the team of F1, maybe McLaren's or Ferrari or Lamborghini or Porsche can win the race. And that's not right, what? So it's like, it depends. Even though they are not gangster, they are very officially big, well-known organizations, but there is a possibility like that. But I will agree to a certain extent that sports do help to reduce crime and also prevent it. So these people who are spending time loitering on the streets, picking up crimes or picking up bad things, they might be channeling their efforts and their strength and their ability, capability, and their talents on proper use, which is football, which is sports. Okay, not just football, it can be basketball. But then again, this is all depends on a few things, the politics, the countries, the demography of the countries, and of course the social. Depends. Han Ling, if you were to play cricket, cricket,
Yeah.
Indian best sport, do you think the caste system can play cricket?
No, those of the lowest caste most likely can't play cricket.
You know why is that, I'll tell you. Tianyu, are you sleeping, Tianyu? Tianyu, why are you sleeping? Why are you closing your eyes, Tianyu? Tianyu, why you close your eyes? Closing his eyes.
You sure like?
He like no, he was the one lagging. You were the one lagging.
Am I lagging?
No,
Hello?
he's lagging.
Tianyu. Hey, what is my question, honey? Shit, what is my question? Just like I asked Tianyu.
I also forgot because also lagging.
Shucks, man. What is my question? And where
he left. Because you're still laggy.
What was my question to ask him?
I also forgot.
I'm recording shit. I got dementia. Oh my goodness. I was asking about these sports things, right? Whether is it good? What was my question? I have to look through my video. The sport developments reduce crimes. To spend more times on the proper. Okay. While waiting for this, maybe you can tell me more sports and games are equally as important as study. So you have to use this to find out. Maybe you can type now. Okay. Oh, you poor thing. Now you got flu. 要开学了嘞，先生。
more.
Hello, Cher. Can you hear me now?
Yes. So just now,
I think earlier I was like,
what was my question to you?
I don't know. I didn't hear it because I was lagging.
Okay, sports. Okay, do you agree that this kind of sports will help to reduce a lot of crimes in certain countries?
Who knows?
Do you think it's workable? Is it workable that
Doable?
doable? You think it's doable? Hello? Haning,
I honestly think it's really doable.
oh, no. I thought what happened to Kenyu. Okay, so if you think not all, okay, I would say certain things that it is possible that the channel their talents or how can you to become a terrorist or to become a crooks, to become a bad guys, so their efforts can be used to do something good like sports. It can be basketball, it can be okay, cricket, yeah. I was asking about the caste system, right?
Oh
Remember?
yeah, the Indian caste system, can they play
Yeah.
cricket?
Yeah. So I want to ask Tian Yu, what's the meaning of caste system? Why cannot they play? So you see, so this is one of the things that they deter them, detrimental them for playing games together in the so they cannot survive through this. Sad to say. So so Haling, so let's start. Okay, let's do your definitions. Sports and games are equally as important. Use your define.
Oh, what's the acronym for define again? Sorry.
Sure. It's don't say you. I also sometimes can't remember. I got too many acronyms. I think I so blur. No, seriously. I got too many. And sometimes I so okay. This one. So can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you?
What? No, I can't
asking
hear.
you, I'm asking, do you think this caste system in India can play sport together?
What's that?
Yeah, caste system.
What's that?
A caste system divided into 4 classes. The upper class means the super rich one, like the emperor, the king, okay, the super rich people. The second class will be like the monk, the general, okay, the CEO. The third class will be like you and me, okay?
Normal, okay.
Then the last one is the most super poor, like beggar, like homeless, okay? So in India got this 4 caste system, 4 level. And the last one, they call it the untouchable. That means 不可以动了，你一动就很倒霉很衰的。Okay, so do you think these 4 classes can come together and play basketball or cricket or football? No way, right?
No way. Wait, can you? Wait, okay.
Can I what?
No, I was gonna. Okay, never mind. I highly doubt because I feel like like the top one, all the hella rich people, right? They're gonna be like, yo. I feel like they'll be bossing around the people who are lower than him. Like,
No. This is already from thousands of years until today. As I'm you talking until the 16th of March, 2023. This caste system is still happening in India. This system has been thousands of years until now.
It can work, but I feel like the players and it's gonna be like
很难接触
yeah.
很难 communicate
Yeah, that's what I meant by like one side is gonna be hella bossy. Like they're gonna boss around the people, saying like, hey, you shouldn't do this, and something.
You don't even want to play with them because they are untouchable.
Yep.
Sad. Okay, so Tian Yu and Han Ling, so you can copy this one. This will be your homework. Since both of you are doing this, right? So that will be your homework, okay, for both of you. So I do not know what is Gerald's homework. Hey. Ayo, why like that? I just want to put the answer here. Okay, where's my question? My question is here. But every time I add in this insert pictures, the whole thing gone. See? The whole thing gone, ayo. Wait, it's here. So it will be Tian Yu and Han Ling. Okay. So now you tell me your DEFIN using this, okay? What is your definitions, your explanation, your feeling about this? Sports and games are equally important in study. And then give me an example. So the first is explain, the second is example, okay? And then the I. Okay, let's go through. First, you define, you give the definition about why sports and study are equally important. Then you explain. Then what is your feeling about both? And then what is your example to give? Then identify one of the sports and studies that you think can work together as one. So maybe scholarship is one of them, they can use it. Then what is your notions about these sports and studies is all about? Can they be intertwined, interconnected together? And then finally your ending. What is your ending that you want to write for this essay? Okay. You clear? You know what I'm talking about? I hope you understand what I'm saying.
I think having the acronym will be a lot easier for us.
No, this one, right?
Yeah, the define acronym.
Is there what?
Is it?
Yeah. It's here what? Here what?
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Thank
on
you.
top. It's on top. I will give it to you in lesson 12. So your homework is just only this one. Just okay, copy down. So I don't want to take too much of the time. Okay, I'm going to call it a day. So sports and games are equally as important as study. So next week I will go through with another slide with all of you. But meanwhile, you just do your define for these sports and games are equally as important as study. Then next week I will go through Gerald's these magic words. Now, children, leaders, you can use all these magic words here. Okay, for your define for sport and studies are equally important here. There are 310 words to use. So it will not be exhaustive, it will be enough for you to use here. Okay, all right, so that will be your essay for today as a homework. Of course, please.
Teacher, can you send it to the chat? Or I send the video. When you post the video, can you send it to the chat?
The video is in YouTube, you can go and watch.
Okay.
I can send the define into your this group chat, to your individual group chat, individual chat. Okay. All right. Can So that will be your homework. So you all got school homework. Have you finished your school homework already?
No, I just came back. I won't even be doing.
No, I had a lot. I had a few days of CCA. I'm planning to finish gradually.
Okay, then if that's the case, then finish your schoolwork first. Okay. Then if you really got no time, then no choice lah. Then next Thursday we'll go through during the class. Okay. Okay. I know you're not feeling well, honey. So I will see you next Thursday as well, and Tian Yu and Gerald.